What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to our channel. We are back recording live from the mothership. Run off the fade, but we ain't running no fades today. But that doesn't mean we ain't gonna have a fantastic time, because today we're doing a tier list, and everybody loves tier lists. You guys know, if you've been on the channel, you would have seen I've been playing a lot of For Honor. I've been diving in, I've been committing to For Honor, I've been learning, and I've been improving and executing at the highest level. So the only step left to become a true member of the community, to be jumped in to the For Honor community, is to do a tier list. It's just what we do as members of the fighting game community. Tier lists are our currency. It's what we do, right? So we're gonna make a tier list, but obviously with my lack of real high level For Honor knowledge, I can't really make a balanced tier list, you know, because I'm not educated. I'm not quite educated enough on who's really strong and who's just who I just need more experience against and whatnot, right? So we're gonna do something a little bit more lighthearted, and we're gonna do how toxic is your main tier list. So we're gonna judge this on how toxic it is to fight the character, and also how toxic the player base for these characters are. So we got 5 tiers here. We have number 1, literal cancer. These characters, if you play these characters, unfortunately you will contract cancer, and I wish you wouldn't, you know, because fuck cancer. Nobody likes cancer, right? But unfortunately, and I'm hoping not, if you play these characters, you will contract something from playing these characters, unfortunately, right? The next one, curable. It means you're just you know, it's not terminal. There's a cure out there. We can help you. You're toxic, but we can help you, right? You don't have to be that way. And then you have indifferent, which is self-explanatory, right? These are characters who are they're just in the middle of the pack. We don't really care. They're not great to play against, but they're also not toxic per se. Then obviously, again, self-explanatory. You're cool, right? Better than the rest, but not the best. And then the holy grail, most honorable. The most honorable characters in this game, and honestly, I can only think of a few that will probably be in this tier. Because, you know, we play a toxic game here on For Honor, bro. Like, every character in this game. It's also, you know, maybe I should, you know what? I'm gonna add another tier. How do I even do that? How do I even do that? We're gonna add a row above. What color should we make it? That's that. I don't know why that changed. Sorry, I should have done. I got another tier for you guys, right? And this one's gonna be dependent. We're gonna call it can you react? Because in this game, reactions are so important, right? And if you can't react to a certain character's lights, the character changes completely, right? A character can be so easy to fight if you can react. If you can no longer react to the lights, they become the most toxic thing on the planet. So really, I should put this further up. Now, you know what? We'll leave it where we are right now. Oh my god, what am I doing? We'll leave it like this. It's dependent. These are gonna be for characters who completely switch depending on whether you can react or not. All right, so let's just go. We have all the most recent characters. We're just gonna pick at random. So let's start with, you know, I'm gonna start get the negativity out of the way to begin with. Juren. I don't even have too much. Here's the difference. Juren is fucking cancer. This character's cancer, right? He's been nerfed a million times since he's been released already. He's still too strong. The character's big ass hitboxes, too many options. The character's cancer. If you main this character, it's one thing to play Juren, he's new, cool, ha, he's overpowered. If this is your main, meaning every game you lock in Juren, you are a sick individual. You're a sick individual when you know what you're doing, bro. You know exactly what you're doing. This character is cancer, and it makes it worse again because I feel like the people who play this character are only playing this character because they know he's a menace, bro. They know he's a menace. You always hear him screaming from the other side of the map, letting off that roar, which I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of clean, it's kind of cool. But after he's just whooped you and your team, you don't want to hear that. So Juren, and the queen of cancer in this game, for me, undisputably the most cancerous character in this game, especially if you can't react. If you can react, it's a little bit different, right? If you can't react consistently to her stance attacks. This character is just cancer. You will, again, I don't make the rules. I wish it wasn't the case. You will contract cancer from playing this character. You stop playing Virtuosa. You're going to die, bro. You're going to get sick from playing this character. Just the way the character's designed, again, built up from the ground to be cancerous, bro. The fact that you can just put your pad down and your character's automatically dodging every attack I throw. And then when you pick your pad up and press a button, happens to be the time that I guard break you and you beat me. Nah, bro, this game character's crazy, bro. Why do games do this? Why do games make characters who literally play the game for them? Why do we do this? Alright, yeah, that's the first two out of the way who were undeniably cancer. Now I'm gonna just start picking at random. Ocelot. I think Ocelot's cool. He has to have the slowest bash in this game, right? Surely. Like like, unless I'm missing something and there's a cancel or a misdirection to it, you could see that, make a cup of coffee, come back and dodge it, bro. That move is slow as hell. I see Medjay. I don't know anything about me. Is that Shaheen? Is that Tekken Shaheen? I don't know, bro. No one uses this character, so I really have nothing to say about this character at all. I'm gonna be honest. If you main Medjay, where are you, bro? Where are you at? Where are you at? I haven't seen you. Valkyrie. I actually tried to click on Berserker, but Valkyrie. Valkyrie's an interesting one. I would put her in Can You React? Because if you can't react to Valkyrie, shit could get kind of sticky. But I'm gonna straight up put her in Incurable. She could be in any three of these tiers. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, not three. Any three of these tiers. Can You React, Indifferent, Incurable? Really, I'd say Indifferent. The character herself would be indifferent. There's not really anything particularly toxic about fighting Valkyrie. Annoying can be, right? Because a lot of Valkyrie players are just light spammers or dodge attack spammers. But the Valkyrie mains, y'all are a bit toxic. And y'all ain't even, you know what makes Valkyrie players are like, what's the word? What's the term I'm looking for? Peer pressure. Y'all are peer pressure toxic. Like, I feel like Valkyrie players don't even want to be toxic, but they see their teammates emote spamming and they just have to run along and do it with them, bro. Like, you will always see Valkyries with the Conquerors and the and the Warlords emote spamming on someone's dead body, bro. You'll always see it. So for that, Valkyrie's going Incurable. But like I said, you could be cured, bro. You don't have to be like that. It depends on who you are. If you don't do all of that, then I would say I would put Valkyrie in Can You React? Yeah. Warden. Straight up, we're gonna put the first character in most honorable. Like, what can you say about Warden, man? If you main Warden, you're a cool guy. You're just playing for honor at its purest form. You're just playing for honor, bro. You're just eating for 50-50. You could barely even dodge attack out of shit because of the way you, like, you know. Warden players, the face of the game. Honestly, like I said, like, what can you say about Warden players? They don't have no cheese. Again, it could be a little bit different if you can't react, because then they could just keep running, you know, light into bash mix. But most honorable for sure. I see the next one. I'm trying to mix it up, but really I'm just seeing faces and clicking on them. Conqueror. I should put Conqueror right here just for being the most boring, bland fucking character in this game. If you main Conqueror, you don't like style, do you? You don't like style or flash or swag. This character ain't got none of that. But like I just mentioned with Valkyrie, you will, if you're on the other side of the map and you hear somebody emote spamming, you could bet your bottom dollar it's a Conqueror. He's one of them is a Conqueror at least. Conquerors love emote spamming. They love doing those toxic ass executions. The character himself, there ain't really nothing wrong other than like every attack he does is fucking unblockable, which in itself could be quite toxic. But yeah, the mains, Conqueror mains, you guys just love to fucking troll somebody, don't you, bro? You love it. You love it so much. Raider, again, I could put you right beside Conqueror in like the most boring, bland characters in this game. But all in all, I have to say Raiders, you guys are cool. Again, you guys are kind of just like Wardens. You guys are just playing the game. Actually, no. What am I talking about? Y'all always with the Conquerors. emote spamming, and I feel like no player base uses the toxic executions more. Like, you know, the one where they kick you on the ground and spit on you and shit. It's always Raiders. It's always Raiders or Centurions, bro. Always. And like me, all that shit don't even bother me personally. All the emote spamming and toxic, it don't bother me. But you know that they're doing it because they want to piss you off, bro. But again, you can be cured. You can be cured, bro. You could be saved. Let's go to one of the newer characters. Let's go right to the bottom. Khatun. Khatun, you guys are cool, bro. You guys, honestly, one of the most cool. Like, I can't really think of anything too toxic about Khatun players other than just like crazy mix. But again, I wouldn't say that's toxic. That's just difficult to deal with. You never really see Khatun's emote spamming or doing any toxic shit like legend or anything like that. Again, also Raiders, yeah. All these guys, they will lead you, bro. They will lead you. Jormungandr, you're cool too. I'm not gonna lie. I like Jormungandr. Really good character in duels. I don't really know about Dominion though, not so much. But yeah, not really anything toxic about Jormungandr. Every now and again, Jormungandr might emote spam you, but all in all, Jorm's good. It's a lot more balanced than I expected. We are picking at random. We got Zhanhu. Zhanhu, I'm gonna put in different. I'm trying not to just put my personal experience. I'm trying to think about like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna focus more on myself. No, I'm still gonna put him in different because it can be kind of annoying to deal with all these unblockables all the time and the dodge attacks, bro. It can be kind of hard and kind of toxic when you're having to deal with. It's not that hard, right? You could dodge, just dodge, really, just dodge, empty dodge more often than not. And that's what I'm talking about, like the light unblockable or the dodge attacks. You can just dodge those. So it's not that bad. Indifferent. I tried to click on Orochi, but we got BP. I'm gonna put Black Power right here for now. I was gonna put you. You know what? I am gonna move that up because it don't even make sense. I was gonna put Black Power most honorable, but I'm not quite sure. I'll leave him here for now. But again, Black Priors, you're just playing the game, right? You rarely ever see a Black Prior emote spamming or doing anything toxic or legend or you know, the character. There's nothing toxic about the character itself. Just playing pure fundamental for honor, making reads. They're just here to play the game, man. Shout out to all the Black Prior mains. I like the character, man. War Mummy. All right. I think the same. I'm not. Maybe most. Nah. Not quite most honorable, but definitely cool. I might even put these two. We're gonna order it a little bit. We'll put them right at the top of your cool. Yeah, War Mummy. She's almost identical to Warden, right? They're almost like the same character. So but I feel like the player base is a little bit more. You're much more likely to find a toxic player playing Warmonger than playing Warden. Listen, I do love me some War Mummy too, bro. I've been playing a lot of War Mummy recently, having a good time. But yeah, again, just playing for honor, bro. Just making reads, applying mix. You know, they're usually good fundamental players in terms of they can usually react pretty well and they usually have strong defense. So, I mean, the dodge attack does get a little bit toxic if they're spamming it and the hurt box just disappears when they use it. But alright, Kyohsin. Definitely. This one's a very personal one. I ain't gonna hold you, because ever since the day I saw this character and the day this character come out, I hated this character. With the most recent nerfs, I ain't gonna hold you. For honor, with the recent patch notes and nerfs and all the new patches they've been doing, they've been putting in work, bro. They've been going off. These nerfs and shit, they've been banging. So with the recent nerfs to full guard and the stamina management and all that, Kyohsin's a lot less toxic to me, a lot easier to deal with. It's just me personally, like I'm a bit stupid when I fight Kyohsin. I press too many buttons into the full guard, but I'm gonna keep him here just because of the personal beef. Like I say, from day one I've hated this character. I don't like characters that feel like they play themselves, you know? Like the whole game is based on like the block system and can you react and block, but then the character just does it for you. And not only that, right? But the fact that you can attack out of it and mix out of it, like, I find that silly, bro. That's where I find it silly, especially if you can't react, bro. If you can react, you know what? Yeah, that's gonna be the first character in Can You React? Because if you can't react, that's when this character is just ridiculously toxic in my mind, right? You press a button and he blocks everything that's incoming, right? And then also I get to mix you out of this? Like, no, that's it. But again, if you can react, it's not as much of a problem, is it? You just have to be patient. So, Can You React? First character in there, Kyohsin. Nuxia. You know what? She might go in there as well, because I remember when I was playing on PS4 on them 30 frames per second, this character used to terrorize me with that light span, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in there too. I'm not gonna hold you. Nuxia mains, I should put you in it. You know what? I will put you in indifferent, because I don't really, y'all playing the game, you're doing your thing, is where it is. Sure. Afeera. I'm gonna put Afeera in curable. Not really because of the player base. You also never see Afeera, but personally, the character's just annoying doing all that cartwheeling and shit, bro. I need to pay more attention. For me, here's something when it comes to learning the game and getting better. I need to pay more attention to stamina consumption. One of the things when getting better at fighting Shugoki that I'm learning is he doesn't have great stamina. Like, his stamina goes down pretty quick. So if you're just patient enough and you let him do his thing and you play defense, eventually his stamina's gonna go down pretty quick, and then it's your turn and you just gotta make the most of your offense, right? So I gotta pay more attention to, like, Afeera when she's doing her cartwheels, how much stamina does that use and that. The character's just annoying. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. This character is annoying. The few times you do face Afeera and all she's doing is cartwheeling around, and yeah, fuck off, man. Get out of here. Kensei, number 2 in most honorable. Shout out to all the Kensei mains, bro. If you main Kensei, you're a stand-up dude. You're just playing for honor. What is there to complain about when fighting a Kensei? If you get beat by a Kensei, you were outplayed. I'm sorry to tell you. That's all there is to it, bro. That's all there is to it. Kensei, most honorable. Again, you have to respect a Kensei main. There's nothing you can say to complain about losing to Kensei, bro. The character's just playing for honor, fam. Don't have no cheese. Don't have none of that shit. None of that. A lot of y'all do love a dodge attack. I'll say that. Y'all do love a dodge attack. But yeah, I seen this face standing out and I have to, bro. Because I hate this fucking character, bro. I fucking hate this character. Maybe this character's not literal cancer. Maybe he's curable. But I have a personal vendetta against this character. I just can't fucking stand him, bro. I can't stand this character. This character, no, I was going to say maybe Can You React? But even if you could react to the lights, this character's still cancer, because he still has variable time heavy that goes into unblockable, still has full charge punch, all of this mix, all of this stuff. This character has too much stuff. Neutral bash, zone cancel into this, this character's crazy, bro. God forbid you can't react to them lights. You're cooked. You're cooked. Really, when you're fighting Centurion, the entire fight is just guessing, really. I mean, you could call it reads, you could call it, really, you're just guessing the entire time. And you're guessing between so many options. That's the thing. I don't, and again, like I mentioned, Centurion players also, they will hit you with those toxic executions. They will spit on your dead body. They will emote spam on your dead body, bro. They will. They will. They'll be the first to do it. Shugoki. Shugoki players are cool. I'm not gonna hold you. They just go about their business. They do their thing. I don't know. You rarely see a Shugoki player emote spamming or doing any of that shit or ledging you or yeah, man. They just play. I mean, like I say, Shugoki is probably the #1 character on the list of characters that I struggle with. Like, I can't beat a Shugoki, but like I said, I'm learning. I'm learning that you gotta be more patient. I think that's the key. I gotta be more patient when fighting a Shugoki, because if you just keep pressing into his armor, he's gonna eat you alive, bro. So, but like I say, all in all, Shugoki mains, y'all cool. Y'all OGs too. I have to respect the OGs, right? Like most of these characters are OGs too. Well, some of them, like these 3 OGs, these guys. Centurion's not an OG, right? He wasn't in the game on release. He came shortly after, I think. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, OG. You know, OG. Gotta respect it. Gryphon. I'm kind of indifferent. He's kind of just like mini Lawbringer to me. But I can't think of, I've never really had any toxic experience with Gryphon. I don't have nothing to say about you guys. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Aramusha. Aramusha, can you react? Entirely dependent on can you react. Again, I remember back in the days when I was playing this game on PS4 on my 30 FPS and you can't react to them lights. This character was a nightmare. Again, obviously that was like back before I understood how the game even worked really, so that's a factor. It wasn't just a matter of I couldn't react. But this character used to give me nightmares. I used to wake up in a cold sweat thinking about the light spam that this character used to give me, bro. Belt. This character used to give me belt every time. And I feel like, again, I feel like people pick this character because they know people can't react. At certain levels, obviously. Now at the level I'm at now, I feel like most people can react to Aramusha. Especially if you're playing on PC, you got the frames. You know, I feel like most people can react. But I feel like, especially lower down, people will pick Aramusha just because it's cheap, easy, light spam wins, bro. So, y'all are a little bit toxic. But, again, entirely dependent. If you can react, the character really ain't that bad. Really, it's not really bad at all, to be honest. Shinobi, you guys are cool. Cool or indifferent, either or. Because yeah, y'all just go about your business. Y'all really just go about your business. I can't hate. The character don't really have any cheese neither. Again, kind of as what's the word I'm looking for? As unconventional as it looks and seems, he is really just playing fundamental for honor. So yeah, Shinobi's y'all cool. Nobushi, my main. Can you react? Entirely dependent. If you can't react to Nobushi's lights even relatively consistently, you are going to die in 0.25 seconds, bro. You're gonna get bled. You're gonna get bled again. You're gonna get bled again, and then you're gonna eat some heavies or some kicks, and now you're dead. Because that stack is gonna hit you, and the damage when you're bleeding, she does the extra damage. This character, if you can't react to her light, she's gonna eat you alive, bro. But most people can react to her lights at this point, right? If you can't react to her lights, you're in for a tough time, bro. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But again, other than that, she's just playing for honor, bro. She's playing fundamental for honor. She's making reads. She's conditioning you. Great in team fights. So yeah, you gotta have good defense. Hidden stance is a gem. You gotta have good defense to play this character. But can you react? These characters, again, characters like Valkyrie could be in here in my opinion. But I'm gonna keep this tier to characters who it is solely dependent. Like, it is completely dependent on whether or not you can react as to whether or not these characters are toxic or not. Let's go Sohei. Sohei is toxic, but you're curable. You are curable. There is a cure. It's not terminal. There is a cure. We just don't have it. We just don't have it. That's the cure. That's the problem. Yeah. Just to whoop on this character for a whole round, just for him to get his 6 souls and just fucking nuke you with 90, it's not even 90 no more. It's like 70 something damage, 75 damage. Nuke you with 75 damage punish because you made a mistake somewhere, or like, yeah, toxic. And I fuck with Sohei. You guys seen, if you've seen on the channel, I've been playing a lot of Sohei. This character's sick, but I have to just be honest, bro. It is toxic, bro. It is toxic to whoop on the character. And then, I feel like, again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if he has like 400 MS lights or something, but I really struggle to block and react to Sohei lights. So it's kind of easy. If they get one guard break on you, my God, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Throw him up here. Throw him up here. Below Conqueror. Below Conqueror. I don't know if he's as toxic as Conqueror, because Conqueror mains, y'all Conqueror mains are probably the most toxic mains in the game. Gladiator. I'm gonna put you in curable because you guys are, as a player base, kind of like Valkyrie. Like, you guys are kind of peer pressured into that toxic shit, bro. You will see a Gladiator dancing and emote spamming on your dead body all the time, bro. You will see that, and you will see some toxic executions out of Gladiators. But as a character as a whole, outside of toe stab, not really anything to be really angry at. Definitely playing fundamental for Honor, and I do think Gladiator is quite clean, so somewhere in between here. But for now, I'm gonna leave you up here in that toxic curable. Toxic but curable again. It's not over for you. There is an answer. Varangian Guard. I'm gonna say indifferent. Kind of the opposite of Gladiator. I feel like a Varangian Guard will see his teammates emote spamming on top of someone's body, and he'll walk away and say, we don't have to do all of that, man. We don't have to. He'll walk away with honor and dignity. But the character's crazy strong as well, so character's kind of toxic to fight. I don't think you can punish. Kind of like this Cancer. Is this one Cancer? I don't think this one's quite Cancer. And I'm going to give them some brownie points because I do think Pirate is kind of clean. So I can excuse you for playing the character. This character is less Cancer, less toxic, and more so just... This is just a strong character. So not really as toxic. But the character is so strong that I have to put you in at least curable. I don't know if you can ever punish this character. I don't know if you can actually punish. Because every time you dodge something and try and guard break, they've recovered. Recovery is crazy. Who do I see? Oh yeah. I'm gonna throw you right in curable too. Again, there's a cure. You're not quite Cancer. There is a cure for what you have. But again, just like Pirate, just really fucking strong, bro. Them undodgeable dodge attacks. A Tiandi player is always going to try and kick you off a cliff, bro. And I ain't even too mad at it. Because if I was playing Tiandi, I would do the same thing, bro. I would do the same thing. But they're still going to try and kick you off a cliff at every given opportunity, bro. They're always going to try and jump into a fight that ain't theirs and kick a motherfucker off a cliff, bro. Always. The character's just really fucking strong. So you have to be up here, man. You have to be up here. It is really annoying fighting Tiandi. And next... we'll go with kind of a hot take, because I don't even think Hito's that bad. I don't think Hito is that bad at all, really. Annoying, but annoying and toxic are two different things. This character could be real annoying to deal with. And to be honest, I don't even feel like it's that hard to deal with most Hitos, bro. When you fight a really good one, it's tough, because the mix is just crazy, right? But most Hitos aren't good. I don't even know if there are Hitokiri mains out there. I feel like people just play Hito as like a pocket or like a stress relief character. But the character's not even that hard to deal with. I don't know. It's a weird one. Because you can just block and then make an odd read here and there and parry. But I mean, I'm making it sound easier than it is, because the character is doing a lot of damage and does have all this armor and does have all this mix. So. But toxic, I don't think so. Can you react? Let's put it that way. Because again, no one should really be playing this game on 30 FPS anymore, bro. Because even on PS5, you're playing on 60. 60 is a lot. It made a big difference. But if you happen to be playing on that PS4 last gen 30 FPS, you probably still can't react to those heavies. And if you can't react to the heavies, yeah, you're in damn trouble. You are in trouble if you can't react to the heavies, because you're just eating heavy after heavy after heavy after heavy after heavy, bro. And you're gonna die. Orochi, welcome to Most Honorable. Welcome to... I'm not even really an Orochi fan, but just objectively, Orochis don't give you no problems. They don't emote spam. They don't do no toxic shit. They turn up and they play for honor. Can they be annoying with all that dodge attacking they do? Absolutely. Can Storm Rush be annoying? I personally can't react to Storm Rush for some weird reason. I've recently learned that there's a visual cue depending on what side he holds his sword on. I didn't know that. So if he holds the sword on the right side, it's going to be a right attack. If it holds for less, I don't know about top attack, but apparently I haven't actually labbed that. But hey, if that's the case, even better. But Orochi's, Kensei's, Warden so far, shout out to you guys. You guys, again, all OGs. All OGs from release, characters from release, playing true for honor, bro. Again, all these characters, all these mains, y'all are usually good. Really good defense, really good fundamentals. Shout out, bro. I might even play some Orochi at some point soon. That's probably going to be it for the most honorable tier. I'm not going to lie. Very exclusive tier. Highlander. Y'all are toxic. And here's why. Again, player base. Nothing to do with the character. Especially after the recent nerfs. The offensive stance lights not being enhanced anymore. Big difference to the toxicity, right? Because that was toxic. Being stuck in that loop. Bop, 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 bop. He's just spinning. Bop, 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 bop. Right? Especially if you don't know how to deal with it at all. Toxic. Now that's been nerfed, the character is no longer a problem really in terms of toxicity. But again, your mains, bro, like if you see a circle, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you see a circle of characters emote spamming, it's gonna be Highlander, it's gonna be Valkyrie, it's gonna be Conqueror, it's gonna be Lawbringer, it's gonna be Raider, it's gonna be Warlord, and it might be Gladiator. And Centurion. I feel like I'm forgetting a couple. But those characters, for sure, are going to be on your body dancing, bro. Highlanders love an emote spam. They love it. And they love, again, the toxic execution. They be spitting on your body and shit. They're all for it. And the fact that Highlanders would pick this character just to go into the offensive stance and do the offensive stance light spamming. Bumping you on the head. Toxic, bro. Toxic. Other than that, character's cool. Lawbringer. We did just mention Lawbringer, so I thought we'd find him. Again, similar. The most recent nerfs. Chef's kiss, bro. Removing the enhanced lights from Lawbringer. Fucking beautiful. But, again, like I said, if you look in that campfire circle, Lawbringer's going to be the leader. Lawbringer's probably the one character that you'll see the most emote spamming. Every time they beat you, they'll emote spamming you for no reason. The Lawbringers will always be the ones spamming wow, wow, wow in the text chat. Wow, 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 wow. Yo, bruh. And this character, again, just this character, fighting this character is toxic. Fighting this character is cancerous, bro. I'd be like, if this was pre-nerf, he'd be up here. But the removing the enhanced light makes such a, you know what? You know what? I'm still have because of the player base. Removing the enhanced lights ain't enough. It ain't enough, bro. It ain't enough to keep you out of cancer. You are gonna contract something playing Lawbringer. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules again. Peacekeeper. Again, y'all are annoying, but y'all are definitely indifferent. You know what? I might even put you guys in your cool. I don't really like the character. You guys can be annoying to fight with all the dodge attack spamming and soft feint, or soft feint into guard break. That's a nightmare to deal with. But again, y'all just turn on the game and play, right? You don't ever see a peacekeeper emote spamming or trolling or ledging or wow. You don't really see that. Peacekeepers, you lot are cool, man. You lot just play. Again, another OG. Another OG. Here from the Beninging. Warlord. I mentioned you earlier. You guys are toxic, bro. You're gonna spit on everybody you can. You're gonna dance on everybody you can. You're gonna wow and ledge everybody you can, bro. You ain't here for the fades. Zhanhu. You guys are cool. You got good. If you're a Zhanhu main, you got pretty good taste. Again, kind of just playing fundamental for honor, right? Got a little swag and a little sauce and twist to him, but really, under all of it, it's just playing for honor. Again, you rarely see a Zhanhu trolling, legend, emote spamming. You know, I don't. At least me. Again, this is all my experience. You guys might be watching this thinking, what? Like all Zhanhu's does? I don't see it. I don't see it. And the character's kind of clean. I might play him a little bit. Berserker. I'd say indifferent. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this character. You might see a Berserker in the peer pressure category. You know, they see their teammates doing it and they come along and but really, not too often. Berserkers are cool. Like, yeah, again, an OG. Like, kind of just playing that basic for honor, doing their thing. I respect it. I'm here with it. Alright, we got the last two characters. Shaolin. I'ma say indifferent. Right on the verge of being toxic. But I feel like they have been cured. I feel like Shaolin's ain't that bad. The character, obviously, crazy strong. Way too many options. But again, I also feel like most Shaolins just turn up to play, bro. They turn up, they fight. I feel like most of the time you hate Shaolin more than you hate the player base, right? And I don't know if I'd say Shaolin is toxic. Again, more than just being really good. Definitely annoying though, like I would say. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna leave Shaolin right there. I'm gonna leave Shaolin, and finally Shaman. Shamans are indifferent too. It's kind of whatever. Again, annoying. If this was an annoyance tier list, how annoying is it to fight these characters? Shaman would be right up there, because dealing with zone into soft feint, again, probably skill issue, because I should just keep my guard on the right side when I'm fighting a Shaman, right? I should just do that. I gotta learn to do that more, to be fair. But dealing with zone into soft feint is just annoying, because I'm really just guessing, bro. I'm just guessing all the time. Whereas if she does like random heavy into soft feint, like you could just dodge or dodge attack that. I don't think you can dodge unless I've been doing it wrong. I've labbed. If you eat the first attacks in the zone, you can't dodge the soft feint, right? Character's annoying, but yeah. But I mean, all in all, they ain't doing nothing wrong. They ain't in nobody's business. They ain't bothering nobody. Again, I feel like Shaman players just play the character because they like the character. Which I don't know if you can say about a lot of the characters in this game. I feel like a lot of people are playing. There are some, you know, there are a lot of characters I think people play because they just really like the character. But a lot of the characters people play, I'm pretty sure it's just because they want to come and spam and cheese and piss people off. But that's it. That's it for the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Maybe I'll put your character somewhere you disagree. Maybe I'll put another character somewhere you disagree. Maybe I'll put someone in most honorable. Maybe you think Kensei is a degenerate. Free characters in most honorable. Shout out to the free characters there, bro. You earned it. You all earned it. But yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you disagree with. Let me know who you really hate in this game. Who you really like fighting. Check the channel page out. You can watch my For Honor journey. Like I said, I'm in my training arc, chin and trial style. I'm just trying to get better, bro. I'm trying to learn. I'm having fun playing the game. And yeah, that's the tier list. I'll catch you in the next one. Never be afraid to run off the fade. Peace.